Hello, beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to Intuitive Energies and your extended. This is so much fun. I'm going to start with the cards I'm going to be using for this reading. I'm going to be using as an oracle the White Witch Tarot because it only has the Major Arcana and the Field Tarot. If you want to find those decks, it's in the link. I'll find a deck in the description box. It'll send you to a page where they're in alphabetical order. First of all, I'm going to be bringing in William, the fire sign, finally. To help me with his readings, I am going to be bringing him, well, at his request. I felt him he's been sitting on the sidelines. He's been here for, I don't know, I guess a week now. And so I will I'm inviting him in with the help of my guides so that his energy is more balanced for me. Although I think he's got a lot to say. He's been chattering to me ever since I did this reading, because he wanted to remind everybody, first of all, that this problem solving that I'm talking about this morning, where you're always jumping in, this is a great asset to have, okay? The reason that you had to solve these problems is that it works very well with your intuition of keeping you out of trouble. So this was wisdom that you acquired. This is part of your toolkit that is going to serve you very well. It's just the fact that you can't be abusing it too much. That was the main theme of that this morning. The next part is, as I said, the only thing that was missing was the Knight of Pentacles. This is the card for tomorrow, which is, what is your magic? Guess who's here? The reason he's not here today is because he is the card for tomorrow. So, yeah, you want to be here tomorrow, don't you? So I was thinking, or like going, you know where the Knight of Pentacles is. I kept repeating, you know where the Knight of Pentacles is. And I was going, I don't know where the Knight of Pentacles. So you have all the young energy here, showing clearly indicating the Fool's Journey in the beginning of all these energies. But they're court cards. They're still mastering energy. It's beautiful. It's all about the students here. It's gorgeous. And you have the Queen of Pentacles grounding you through this. So the Queen of Pentacles is your problem-solving abilities. Okay? All right. So I didn't go through the cards as I usually do in the first reading, so I'm going to do that now. If you go down this way, you see that the harmony that you're trying to bring in is bringing you that grounded energy. And it's going to help you go into meeting up with those challenges, okay? Bringing in the harmony instead of snuffing out the flame is actually helping you meditate on it and taking, I feel like this is, her eyes are closed and she's looking this way. So when the thing comes in, instead of jumping in right away and going, what could possibly go wrong, and shut it all down, you're going to take more of a stance of looking this way, feeling the energy, seeing if what is going to happen before you actually jump on it, okay? Of course, I'm not talking about emergency situations. I'm going to put that right here for the people who obviously take it in the wrong way. But if it isn't an emergency situation, you don't have to jump in and fix it right away, okay? And let it come in and see if you can rise up to meet the challenge in a good way, not in a negative way. In this way here, you're seeing you have to walk away from those opposing forces that you're always trying to fix. Walking away. Pack your bags and get the heck out of Dodge when it comes to that kind of thing. Don't always meet up the challenge in a negative way, because that's the reverse. If it had been the other way, it would have been positive. And do it in a way as you're learning how to let that energy sit for a while. Being the apprentice, okay? Grounding that energy. You want to become yourself again, not just a problem solver. You want to be a dreamer, because if you're always a problem solver, it helps you in some kind of creativity, but it also shuts it down because you're always trying to put a lid on something. You're not taking it off. Wow, that was another good one. They're really coming in with really great examples today. And it puts your emotions all over the place, okay? So you have to teeter between this one. You want to take flight with this Page of Swords. You don't want it to turn into something that's lying to you and telling you that you're in danger all the time. Bringing in balance, okay? All right, so if you look at it this way, again, okay? Turn this energy into something different. At the heart of you is not jumping always at the problem. Okay? Meeting the challenge in a positive way, okay, instead of jumping it in a negative way, becomes more of you, Pisces. So I read it all in the different directions, this way, that way. All right, so I'm going to take of the White Witch Tarot. I'm going to see which our major arcana comes out in this deck. Unfortunately, I don't use this deck as much because it is just major arcana. I like working with the full deck, but it's so pretty. And I fell in love with it. It's not that it's gorgeous, it just has the images on it are so beautiful. Right. So you have the Death and the World card that both came out in this deck. So in this one, I feel like the weight of the world on this person, okay? But I also feel like there's one head here, but it almost feels like this head is moving away. It almost feels like you're now going to move out of that. You're now going, it's completed. You're not going to be doing this anymore. The weight of the world is not always all going to be on your shoulders. And that's good. You have the Death card, the transition. Okay? And you have to let go. All I can see in this Death card is holding on. Okay? Something holding on. Okay? And it's making this distorted. This hand looks all distorted. So you have to let go of it. Just let it go, okay? There's a wing here. Take flight. This is all about just letting everything, letting it go. Transitioning, this Death card. It's about transitioning out of that energy into something brand new. Let me see what else I can see. Yeah, again here I see like a face, but I see a hand touching somebody else. It's almost like you're always trying to heal somebody here, okay? Get rid of their snakes, they're the bad things that come in, okay? The poison that's always threatening to hurt people. That's what we're always doing. We're always trying to help with their poison. What's your poison? But at some point, they have to open their eyes and help themselves. I always feel that you've been the caretaker for so many, okay? I can actually feel that. This is for people who have been caretakers. And even they're telling me people who've had to move away from people because they were always caretakers. They've broken. We've broken. This is why a lot of Pisces end up being nurses. They being caretakers. All of that. We have a lot of empathy. We want to fix people, we want to help people. Okay? But that is hindering us on our personal journey. It is a great tool. And it is such a great quality to have, Pisces. Okay? To be a helper is something that is fantastic about you. Okay? But at some point you have to distance yourself from too much of that energy. It's too much of the Knight of Cups. It's going to wear you out and thin you out. Okay? And it's almost like we're always trying to rebalance the other energies that come in. It's the other energies. It's that air and that fire. Okay? We have a lot of problems with that. Earth, not so much. But air and fire, we have a lot of problems with those. When they come in, it's like we try to fit them in there and fix them in a way that we can handle it. And it's by being a solver, a problem solver. Okay? You have to be careful with the earth energy too. Sometimes it can ground you a little too much. So just be careful with that. Having a drink again, Pisces. And I wish it had something in it. But it's just a regular. That could be for later. Alright, so I'm going to pull up these cards. And I'm going to take William's favorite deck, which is the Field Tarot. Because that's the deck, when he first showed up last year, that's the deck he came into. So I'm going to use his deck to let him give us some info. If you haven't seen this morning's reading, I would go, because these cards will be explained there a lot better than here. We're going to see what Spirit has to say. The first card that came out was Harmony. Okay? And the fact that it works both ways with lovers. We are always trying to bring harmony in. And overdoing it. It's overdoing it. This is overdoing it. Trying to solve too much. So let's let William, who was a fire sign, in case you're new here, who was a fire sign in life, he has identified himself as William. He had a very hard life, is what he has told me, being a fire sign. And now his goal as energy, he has picked to be a guide. So he is a guide that if you're having a hard time with any fire energy, you can call him in. He will actually be available to help you. He can send you signs, and yeah, he's very knowledgeable when it comes to fire energy. So I'm going to let him help us out here. And the Five of Wands comes out. Okay, so we're going to repeat what we said. Fire energy comes in hot. We are water. We want to put it out. That's just the way it is, okay? Fire meets water. Water puts out fire. That is our whole thing. Now, he wants us to pay attention to that in a way that we need to remove ourselves from the problem. And in other words, removing the water from the fire sometimes. Because in fire comes resolution. Out of things in life comes the greatest solutions come out of necessity. Okay? The greatest inventions in life come out of conflict. Okay? That's when people get creatively, in there to fix things. Yes, there's a lot of bad that happens when conflict isn't shut down, but sometimes not. Okay? A lot of times because there's a problem to solve. Problems to solve is an opportunity to grow. So you have to let that happen. You have to let that harmonious balance of energies come in. A problem and a solution. That's the balance. Okay? So, yeah. Very nice, William. That's very well said. You're very smart. And not to see things always has a conflict, but more of a harmony of energies for a solution, right? So you have to get yourself a little bit out of there, okay? And the Nine of Disc, yeah, because he's saying by moving away from this oppressive energy with the Nine of Disc, the hard work's going to get done. The Nine of Pentacles is going to come through. The hard work's going to pay off, and there'll be rewards in abundance. Now, we're talking about things where problems need to be solved. Again, we're not talking about emergency situations per se. When you're in an emergency situation, when you're in a real amount of danger, and it's to know the difference between fear of something growing bad or an actual danger, I've been saying that all week, you have to differentiate. Now, you have to watch the videos at the beginning of the week to realize which is which, okay? And this will also help you develop who you are. It'll let you be the dreamer. It'll help you actually put in your 2 cents in, seeing what is there and getting past it. You have the Three of Swords, right? You're going to get past the sorrow of, for me, it's not really sorrow, this card. This is getting past, this is seeing the truth of the matter. The truth in the situation to move on. You'll better be able, instead of just shutting it down right away, you can sit there, ascertain, and go, okay, this can be solved. I don't need to, throw dirt on it or throw water on it and throw everything on it just to shut it down. This might actually grow into something where we can get real solutions. And I'm going to see the truth of that. I'm going to move on, and I'm going to sit over here and see what I can add to it, as in something that's constructive, not destructive. Do you understand? So, yeah, you might actually be helping alleviate some sorrows. I know it sounds counterproductive to say conflict is good. I almost feel like an anarchist by saying that conflict is good, chaos is good, it's good, it's good. Some of it is, because like I said, I'm not talking about major chaos. I'm talking about the stuff that you get involved in every day. The people that you try to save from themselves every day. Sometimes there's something they need to find out. You don't want to stop them from learning their stuff. You want to help them grow. So just take a more passive stand. Take a more feminine energy. Be a receiver rather than a doer. Don't go in for the kill. Kind of back off and let it and see where it goes. If you still need to jump in, jump in. If you see that, ooh, it's taking a weird, not a weird, a different road. Well, for you it'll be weird. Hey, it solved itself without me. But it'll be like, if it takes a different road and it's going well, then just see the truth of it, move on, and let it proceed naturally. Okay? We're talking about the energy that's affecting you now from the past. So you may have assigned yourself as a problem, a conflict resolver, a problem solver. And you've attached very importantly to that role because you're very good at it. But you're not really thinking of how that's affecting. So now we're going into the other energies that they want you to pay attention to. And there's that Prince of Pentacles. There's that Knight of Pentacles. Okay, with the Queen of Pentacles. And I said, we had the Queen, might as well have it. It's fine. This is growth that, what he's saying is that you'll know the difference between something that's a wildfire and something that's just growing slowly to get resolved. You will feel it in the way that it comes in. It's going to be kind of a slow burn that grows into something that resolves itself. You're going to be able to look at it in a very earth kind of way, okay? It's going to show signs of growth. And it's going to do it because you're letting it. I feel like a big brother, mother, parent type of energy here. Like you are the person who knows how it can go and where it can go, but you are like the parent waiting to see if the child can find the resolution. So this is what they're saying. Just step back a little bit. Don't be a helicopter parent when it comes to that. It'll serve you well as well. Okay. This card came out for the Page of Wands is to jump in right away. Don't be so impulsive and to rush in to fix everything. Okay. Oh, I can fix it, you know. I'll use my energy, I'll use my water and put it out right away, okay? So they don't want you to do that. They want you to let it grow and see what happens. Okay, 7 of Swords. Yeah. This is deception because the 7 of Swords is, you're thinking this is bad. This stuff is happening, it's bad. It's a negative energy, I have to snuff it out. Okay? And they're saying that this is it's a deceptive way of thinking. Not all conflict is bad. Again, I feel like a, chaos theorist, like going, chaos is good. That's not what I'm talking. It really isn't, but I guess it is in some ways. In some ways it is. In chaos, you gain wisdom. In chaos, you get lessons that need to be learned. You don't repeat cycles. When chaos presents itself, Spirit has said that it's a way for you to get past certain things. And the last thing you want to be doing, Pisces, not for yourself, but for others, is to get in their way of their cycle. So they have to repeat them because you're not letting them go through it themselves. Okay, so that's exactly it. They're saying this is going to help you as well with the Knight of Cups. Nine of Cups, fulfillment, right. So, it'll help these emotions die down and fill your cups in a much different way, okay? You can concentrate on you more. The 9 is all about the I of you, your wishes and your contentment and your blessings. You're not always focusing on other people's problems. And I'm not telling you not to be empathic, Pisces, by all means. Just take a little some of that back for yourself, okay? Not only that, if you're always resolving other people's problems, they will start relying on you to do so. And they need to be, they need to take control of their own lives. You can't live anybody else's life. So you have to let them take responsibility for them. When I started doing it, I started telling people that they were going to have to be responsible, take care of their own. They didn't always like it. But I think they're getting there, okay? And please, don't expect them to change overnight either. Just like you, conditioning, and if you've been doing it for somebody for all their lives, it's going to take a while, okay? Okay, so we have the Knight of Wands here. So this is what they want you to pay attention to. Knight of Wands, okay? When you do look for a challenge, and we have the Chariot. I love you. I love you. I love this card. Okay, so when you have the Knight of Wands, you become adventurous. You start looking at these risks as an opportunity to grow. And then you move that Chariot along in that direction. You get that momentum. You feel competent. You feel competent enough to know that you can dance a little bit with the fire, okay? You can dance around that campfire and feel the heat and feel confident that things are going well, okay? You can probably even feed the fire a little bit, okay? And make everything go a little faster without, you know, losing control of it, or at least feeling like you're losing control of it. Because for us, it's all about keeping that beautiful feeling alive. Okay? Next part is the Page of Pentacles. You're learning to grow. Get bigger, better, happier. Right, and here's that Two of Cups again. We've been getting the Two of Cups and the Lovers all week. It's about, well, of course, first of all, it is Lovers Week. But this is also bringing in this love energy, this harmony energy, this, you're now attracting what you want in your life. You're attracting growth, you're attracting lessons, you're attracting all kinds of new experiences, because you're not trying to shut everything down or control everything around you, okay? You're letting things progress naturally. You're letting people take responsibility. And in that, you're inviting other people in. You're not taking it all in for yourself. You're inviting other people in to help, okay? You're now united. Okay, what can you add to the cup? Not just me, okay? Balancing out those energies. Wonderful. Page of Swords with the Justice. Yeah. That Page of Swords can now use their great mental skills to let other people give ideas, okay? Show their great skills. Use that wind energy to solve the problem, okay? Instead of making it worse, okay? And the Seven of Cups, right? More room to assess. And that's what he was trying to say. There's more room to assess. There's more choices that you can make. There are more choices that you're bringing in. The Prince of Swords is coming in again. He has come in twice. Okay? This will give you more speed. This will bring in more speed, more swiftness to you. Okay? It's going to make you feel more self-assured. It's what you're not seeing is it's going to shake things up a little bit, absolutely. But it's going to get you being more quick-moving, okay? And be in more direct communication with yourself about how you're doing stuff. All right, Pisces. So this is it for how your past has affected you. This Five of Wands is a blessing. And now you know how to better look at it, to help you move in a brand new, fresh direction with all this beautiful young court energy coming in. Okay, so embrace it. Take that air, that fire, and that water and make it work together. Okay, find a new way to blend them all together to make it a better equal-footed, balanced out energy. Okay? I'm coming back tomorrow. What makes you magic? And of course, this is the Knight of Pentacles. Absolutely. The beautiful Knight of Pentacles. He's one of my favorite. And we're going to take a look on how that is making you magical, Pisces. I hope you can subscribe. Please like this video before you take off. And I will see you tomorrow. Take care.